recently the national team of Ghana played a tournament, right? Where was it played? The basketball tournament.
That's where it was played. It was played where? The Eden Heights basketball court.
The national team.
Yes.
For a regional tournament.
Yes. It was played at the Eden Heights basketball court.
No, so they played where?
At the Eden Heights basketball court. The indoor court.
Who played there again?
The national team.
With the national team of Ghana?
Yes.
Went to play there?
They went to play there, yes.
Why? We don't have anywhere for the national team of Ghana to play basketball.
But where proper court is around. All the courts are like cement courts and things.
So you see, somebody's foresight in putting together a standard. It's not a fancy facility, but it is standard. It has what the world requires to play the sport. For it to be considered, for a score to stand, for international regulators to say this is okay.
Yes.
Somebody's residential facility that he has put that in there.
So that the residents there will enjoy. When they are bored, they go and play.
The whole state invited Africa here, was the sub-region, to play a regional qualifier. We couldn't find space. We sent them where? Mention it again. Where we are doing the CBO.
The Eden Heights Sports Complex.
I'm making a point, which is why I'm emphasizing this. You know, I'm going Sometimes it's not stray bullet too.
Stray bullet for having.
It's not stray bullet.
The state chops stray bullet.
They went to organize it there.
And it's not even 8 a.m. on a Wednesday.
The tracks, can we run there? It's not standard yet.
It's not standard
but
yet.
It looks okay.
3-4 lanes. But
we can get our people to go and train there too.
Yes,
because
they can use it for practice.
Because we don't have anywhere to train in Accra. We are doing Legon. So maybe Bauer and his people too can go and see the Eden Heights people and carry the national team there. Again, because the tartan tracks at Elwak does not qualify to be called tartan tracks. Nobody deserves to run on that thing at the moment. No athlete should be put through the stress of running through that thing at Elwak. Okay. And yesterday I watched the national team too, the Black Stars, at the Accra Sports Stadium. The people who went to the stadium yesterday, how did you feel? You know, when you visited the washrooms. We had a reporter there. I want you to bring me the reporter who went. Call him for me. Okay. As a journalist, where he stood to report on the game. The Citi sports journalist who went, I want this person to come after 8 o'clock. I'll interview that person. I want the person to give me a feel. And those who are listening to us who went to the stadium yesterday, I want you to give me a feel of your experience as a paying supporter, if you paid, and if it was free too for you, because we gave away tickets for the game. Yeah. I saw you busy dashing tickets.
Yeah, I shared a few pieces.
That one too. Tell me how you felt entering those facilities. You saw the pitch.
I saw it.
In the evening, did you watch Cameroon versus Burundi?
No, I didn't.
Did you see the pitch? Did you see it? Have you seen the stadium in Cameroon? We have been there. Have you been there? Listen, look, we can laugh about these things. As we sit here, you know, and forgive me for veering from CBO a bit, but it just highlights something for me. Raul Chipenda, who's the CAF stadium inspector, who's been coming here. Every time he comes, he has a problem. We've been begging our way through qualifiers. When we're playing Nigeria, we begged down. Then CAF said, okay, go and do this, go and do this. Accra Sports Stadium, they had to turn the internet cafe and add it to something before to create a proper media tribune, because the place was not considered proper. Internet doesn't work. If you go to the Accra Sports Stadium, journalists and fans are sitting at the same. In fact, we share the seat. Yes. If you are typing and you're running commentary, you and the supporter, and the ball is with Mohamed Kudus. Kudus passing. That one is all running through your commentary.
The media center, they didn't even have seats, so journalists were standing all through.
You see, if we are to go by the standard, and if the NSA and the Ministry of Youth and Sports will be honest with you, they will tell you we do not have a properly qualified stadium by international standards. Not one. Baba Yara, they had to clear some pillar in the middle to get the required number of seats that CAF wants. It's supposed to face a certain direction. There are supposed to be TVs there. It was Kotoko. Who bought the TVs? Today I'm giving you inside filler. was Kotoko who bought the TVs, thinking that they will make progress in Africa. Because again, to play in Africa at that level, you needed to have those things. They didn't qualify. So the TVs became something else. Sometimes you say, look, what at all are we doing? You see, and yesterday I was happy that for the first time I saw a lot of people talking about, if the Black Stars players don't play too well on this pitch, we are okay. Because this pitch, even if it were me, I will not put my son on this pitch. I will not risk putting my son on this pitch. Nathan, I'll come back. And I'm just wrapping up. All I'm saying is, we are going to Eden Heights to go and enjoy the fine facilities they've put up. In fact, facilities so fine that once in a while, the nation deems it fit to go there and borrow some of them to use for basketball, for instance. Like I said, it's not a spectacular thing, but it's standard. They have the timers, everything is on point. You understand? They have the bleachers, so it's cool. And it looks nice.
Yeah.
So when they were sharing the photos and the videos, they liked it. You understand? Let's share videos of the Accra Sports Stadium washroom for you to see. And then we'll also share videos of other places for you to see. You see, I can understand they don't have resources. But the point is this. What do we do with the resources we had? Baba Yara Stadium, and that one pains me more than any other. They've just completed a phase 2 renovation. How do you complete 2 phases of renovation? And this is in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And the facility, you still have to beg CAF to allow you to use the facility. In fact, most times they don't allow you to use the facility. Because one, the quality of equipment that is of material that is supposed to be used, they don't use it. So they fix something temporary, then they go, then it gets spoiled. So when they come back, they're like, where is the thing? Yeah. So how did we build a national stadium that is not standard? How did we manage it? We had a dressing room that didn't have hot water for the players. Journalists cannot work in peace at the stadium, like I said. And that is a key part of the game. TV points are very hard to find at the stadium. For those, if you are looking for camera angles, you will struggle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, at the stadium. The cameramen try and they will find you what they need to do. But all these things are supposed to be part of it. So here we are, going through these phases. And like I said, money is tight these days. But why not, for instance, we are trying to fix a Sipon, Tamale is gone. They're also trying to fix it at the same time. Trying to fix Baba Yara while building.
Are we fixing a Sipon?
Yes, that's what it is. I know who has the contract. I can't say it on radio. That one too is a different problem.
No, if somebody has the contract or we are trying to fix it.
They have handed out the contract.
Yes, but proper work hasn't.
In Ghana, you can go to plenty places. Roads. The road has been given out.
but nothing is happening.
Nothing is happening.
Oh, yeah.
So are you saying that a Sipon is happening?
They say it is happening.
Okay.
Because the last time they told that it was 99% complete or 90-something% complete, that even started.
So then, which one is the Sipon again?
Takrady.
But you know Ghana better than I do. If I say Sipon, Takrady.
Not the secondary one.
Sir, the secondary.
That's the secondary one. That is what happened.
They are working there. My surprise you were.
Okay.
But you have secondary listeners. If they have seen somebody working
I haven't been there in the last 6 months, so I can't say much.
Okay.
If it's happening in the last 6 months, then I have to be quiet.
We'll get our
No
eyes
problem.
there. But the last images I saw of a Sipon,
you see, but the thing is this: they will not have enough money to turn a Sipon round. So if you won't have that, spend that money and get Baba Yara or Accra or Cape Coast to world-class standard. At least give us one. Let's drag one up to world-class standard that meets every FIFA condition. You see, it's one of the reasons why we struggle to play international friendlies in Ghana. It's not for any reason why Ghana Black Stars spend all their time running around the world. We drag Liberia here because we can drag Liberia here. They don't have standards there. They will come. But if you say we are bringing Cameroon here, there will be a problem. If we say we are bringing any of...
But what's the problem? Nathan and Godfred, what is the problem?
Money.
That is, they will tell you...
Money?
It is not a problem.
Are you sure
it is not money.
Well, okay, not using it well.
It is not money.
Is the problem.
That because is it the lack of it or the greed has surrounded?
It's not the lack of it. It's not the lack of it. It's misusing
we've spoken about
and not having plans.
The washroom at the Accra Sports Stadium. The Senators have spoken about it for several months, several years. So they don't hear that there's bathroom at Hobon. When you enter the Accra Sports Stadium, it can knock you out. Like there are sometimes as soon as you get to the entrance, you can see the urine dripping out.
Yes.
Like this. Yeah. I will get there this morning. You can see the urine.
Listeners, we are sorry.
Sorry, but we need to disgust you a bit to get results. You see the urine. You walk in the urine to go and piss, and then you come back for a venue that you have paid sometimes 10 cedis, 15 cedis, 20 cedis for.
Ew.
Right next to it is the stadium kitchen, Tego's kitchen. My good friend Tego, delicious rice infused with urine smell.
Ouch.
Charlie, why are you doing this?
Then you buy your contomere, you buy your rice. Next, Tego's kitchen, if you know the stadium, Tego's kitchen is next to the stadium bathroom. How? With the urine coming, the people will go there, they'll come and buy the food, then they'll go, then they'll buy the food, then they'll go.
So tell me, so is it under a ministry or whose responsibility would this be?
The ministry down to the National Sports Authority.
Okay.
So those two, they can share the problem. Whoever wants to carry it, they should carry. But it needs to get fixed. You see, because we cannot keep subjecting ourselves to this. We keep getting away with the barest minimum. Oh, once in a while, Ghana has played. But we all remember the drama that happened in this country when they told us that we might have to play Nigeria where the government was scrambling because they said by hook or crook, there is no way we will play a final World Cup qualifier against a country like Nigeria anywhere apart from here. They did that job.
That's in Kumasi.
Yes. And the CAF people gave us a temporary pass. I said, okay, Ghana, go ahead. Post that.
We haven't fixed.
Nothing has been fixed. So we have stadiums, but they do not meet the standards for what the world at the moment is calling stadiums. And all we are saying is, at least just give us one where when the players come, when the fans show up, they feel dignified. They feel happy that I have come home to play for the Black Stars of Ghana. Where the supporter also feels that he or she with their children have gone to support the Black Stars of Ghana, to support their Accra House of Folk, support their Kotoko, support their Olympics. It's part of the, you see, and they keep missing this trick. It's part of the reasons why people don't go to the stadiums. It's not just the lost attraction of football. It's also because the thing doesn't look nice. Why do you think suddenly Kwame Nkrumah Museum, the numbers have gone up after spending $3.5 million? The place is nice. When you are passing and you see the lights, guys say, hey, come. If you don't want to spend money, you see the light, you say, Charlie, let me go and see. So I want to go and see. The traffic that they have attracted by virtue of that refix the past 2 months, they have not seen that traffic maybe in the past 5 years. They added a few things. They didn't add much. I've been there. Nathan, they didn't add much. Okay, but the place looks nice. It's snazzy. Okay, so you can go there. Actually, I went there. I took some photos by Kwame G's tomb. Did my thing. You know, it's nice. When you go to the stadium, why are you taking the selfie? Those who like the selfies. Which part of the stadium?
Yes, true. Where?
Osu stand? Where? Which part? If you are in Kumasi, which part of the stadium are you taking the selfie? What is there to see? You see, so we make going to the stadium a chore. It's not fun for people. You need, basically, what you need to be to go to the stadium is a die-hard. Casuals are not interested. But it is the casuals who also have money to spend.
That's true.
Casuals are not interested unless it is really, really important. Now you have to work really hard to convince a casual to show up at a stadium. Because one, the casual has paid. I don't remember the last time I went to the stadium to cover a national team game. Because you can't work in peace. To get the access to the media tribune is shared by journalists and fans. You've covered 3 AFCONs. Which of the stadiums did you enter as a journalist that you shared an access with fans?
None whatsoever. None.
So you get there, Sometimes and you meet on a big match day, you get there, you're trying to go up there, you meet some macho Accra Support guy standing at the entrance. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to report at the game. Yes, let me see your ID card. You are you are credited. It's one access.
It's not done.
It's one access. You go, you find your seat, you sit down, you put your laptop there.
The internet
you see,
working.
People work in dignity. Now, when we don't give you the quality coverage you deserve, then you also come and tell us that journalism with what you are giving me to work with. So, in summation, we watched the Black Stars yesterday. It had rained. All and good. The pitch was bad. If it hadn't rained, the pitch would still have been bad. Anyway. And here's the thing about the pitch that I want to clarify. A green pitch does not mean it's a quality pitch. And that is what they have been deceiving people with. A lot of the pitches in this country, they are bumpy and they induce injuries. If you look at the injury rates in this country for footballers, it is extremely high.
Yep. And all the injuries are very similar.
Extremely
ankles.
High. Dr. Pombo will bear this out. So they should sort these things out. We will come to the stadium and do our things, but give us one quality stadium. We don't want to be buying Tego rice mixed with sauce of urine.
Sometimes is joining us. Sometimes when Godfred was talking, it took me back to something you always say. That if we say we want to fix the sports problem, it can't only be left to the football people or the sporting people alone. It will take the required efforts of everybody. Because like you said, experience. That's why people don't go to watch the games. They have no experience. When you go, there's only the football and nothing else. Yeah, nothing attracts you. So if we don't get the people to speak to each other,
you see, and that is why there is no money in the game. Do you know why? Because for the past 10 years, ticket prices have remained the same. If you dare increase your ticket prices, the fans are asking you, why are you raising the ticket prices? Why? It is only the football that has changed. You've got new players. Nothing has changed for the experience. They are buying their drinks at whatever increased prices there are. So why are you increasing prices? You see, but if the place looks nice, and you tell me that, we are moving ticket prices at the stadium from 20 Ghana cedis to 30 or 40 Ghana cedis. If I sit in the chair, I know, look, the boxes at the stadium, the V something IP or the VVIP, look, if you sit behind it, you can't see the park. You will watch the football quarter. The media tribune side. If you sit on the right side, you have to walk to the front of the banister or the balustrade. Is it the balustrade? Yeah. To watch the game. Otherwise, you can't see the full park. What kind of park is this?
Wow.
What's the National Stadium?
I hope somebody is listening because it gets a bit frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, it gets frustrating how we over how many years we still haven't been able to showcase. I think the closest attempt would be what we did under President Kufuor before the AFCON. That would be the closest attempt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and after that, everything just went bonkers.
So it's 15 years. We've destroyed the stadiums in 15 years.
Yeah, I mean,
15 years.
I mean, it's I don't know, the structures themselves, whether they were good enough is one question, and how we put them to use. The supervision is also another thing. The way people are unruly in managing, public facilities and all these things. But if people get away with it, yesterday I was driving somewhere and I noticed that somebody had driven into one of these lights, street lights in the median, and it's almost falling on the street.
I think I know where it is. Just after the Tesano police station.
Yes.
If you are driving down.
That's correct.
Yes, just before you get to the Baptist church.
And the person is gone. The person is gone. Nobody is going after the person. I mean, how do we build a society like this? So you build a stadium, people go, they destroy the seats, they destroy everything. there's no maintenance, or and thing is, look, if we continue charging people the figures that we charge, the way it is, we can never raise enough money to make up for the investment. That's a fact. Now,
let me ask you a question.
Let me finish. Now, if we leave the stadium the way it is now, we will never find any justification to raise the rates. Okay, and the model for doing the stadium thing, the countries that we look up to, they started from where we are, and they progressively have moved to where they are.
Yeah.
That today, if now, I want to buy Arsenal ticket, is bought. The thing is finished for the whole. It's finished for the whole year. Ahead of the year is finished. Because people buy in advance. Because it's been proven time and again that it's of good value in terms of entertainment and display of talent. So it's a full package. Now here, when we go, you are sitting there, as you said, the toilet facilities are not there. It doesn't give us that entertainment value. And those who have been in charge over the years would have a lot of questions to answer.
Because the stadiums were built with revenue generation models in mind, so they have executive boxes. Why is it that? Because when they started, I remember a lot of banks owned their executive boxes.
Yeah.
Why have the banks stopped using the executive boxes? Why did they leave? Why? At the stadium.
Because they are not getting the value. They're not getting the value.
What are they getting? Because they maintain it for a purpose. So they have their VIP guests. They will bring them there. Bring them here? Bring them here? No. So now you don't have that revenue coming in. So they've been turned to offices for the staff of the stadium. So you're not, what was supposed to bring you revenue, it's not generating anything. It's dormant.
It's only a matter of time that the whole thing will come crumbling.
Anyway, I finished.
Yeah. Now let's go through some of your messages. Jonas from Racecourse says, please, can we add boxing to the CP? No, we can't add boxing.
It says if not for everyone, at least for the CEOs. Boxing is good.
Boxing is good. It says it builds
resilience and time. Also builds sack letters.
Imagine you go and lay out your CEO cold in the ring. Next one says, Godfred, we need an Olympic stadium in Ghana. In January 2004, I visited the washroom with my 1-year-old daughter. My Lord and my God, till date, I have not been to the stadium. So truth is one, truth is bitter. Pa Solo from Sunyain saying that. Samuel Inungwa says, please understand, Ghana has been affected so much by COVID-19. Therefore, we need some time to start putting all these sports development structures in place. Sympathize with the government a little bit. I'm not sure, maybe he's being sarcastic. Joe Sadoboinla says, Godfrey, thank you always for bringing in the angels people are afraid to talk about.
The
Very
angles.
important. The angles. Okay, angles. That's what I wanted to say. All right, it says over to you, Joe Lati.
I have a couple more for you. Twiggy tweets and says, I had to hold up my upset stomach through the journey back home. I think it's a continuation of a message. Okay, so this one, Kwesi Japan has tagged us in a 2016 tweet. It says the Accra Sports Stadium washroom stinks and it can wake the dead. And then Twiggy says, one day I played a match at the Elwak Stadium. After the game, I wanted to visit the washroom due to a stomach upset. Whatever stomach upset I was going through in that tough situation vanished immediately after I entered the entrance of the washroom. And then he goes on to describe how he left and got home without doing much. And says, Elolo also says, it's poor hospitality at the stadium that's killing the fan experience. This is a semi-professional sized stadium hospitality. We can definitely do better.
All right, Mike from New Achimota to close it out says, I was at the stadium yesterday. OMG, it stinks. I'll never go back there again. Never. I nearly threw up. The worst part is some fans were peeing at the car park. It's worrying. Extremely worrying. So you see somebody like this, he's not coming back to watch anything. He's not going back. So that is one fan multiplied by 10 other people he will tell, who will multiply the word. That's why the Ghana Premier League games will have less than 500 people, 400 people.
So, okay, go from Accra. This one, I like these ones. I just completed a store. Go back, Abeoku. I think you need to start the message from the top. Thank you. Godfred, your point on green pitches not necessarily being quality is right. I just completed a tour at Stamford Bridge and watched a game. And even as a paid tourist.
Oh, yeah.
Really? They prevent us from stepping on the pitch. Why? We were told they spent $2 million a year.
£2 million.
£2 million a year to maintain the pitch you see on TV. The dressing rooms and other facilities, they look normal, but the quality is based on the standards. We don't enforce standards, and that is my observation. After, wait. So you pay to visit Stamford Bridge?
Yeah. The tours are paid. I paid £50 to visit Old Trafford.
You don't know that.
So you book in advance.
That's for tour.
That's for tour, not
just going to the stadium.
Not just going, but to tour the stadium.
Why? These are done on weekdays.
It's done on weekdays, not weekends.
So you pay money to enter the stadium?
No, you don't.
On a non-match day, I can't enter the stadium.
No, the stadium is somebody's office. Somebody's working. You can't enter the stadium.
Oh, okay.
So they organize tours, right?
Yeah.
So you book.
Organizing
so you book in advance. They give you a time to show up. You show up. They put you in a group and they take you around.
And people go?
Sure.
Oh, I mean, it's
on rotation.
I mean, frankly, it's tilted towards certain teams. Okay. So you're having the top
big ones.
There's Arsenal,
and then the heritage.
The fine stadium. So like the London Stadium.
London Stadium, maybe not such a high traffic area because West Ham. You have Manchester United, Manchester. But Manchester obviously won't receive the equal number because it's not London, it's not Birmingham. But Manchester is very well visited, you know.
You go around.
So like we could have organized tours to Accra Sports Stadium.
Papa, you see, I'm sad. Today, what we talk about IGP. So
you go see. Please talk about IGP.
We're wasting opportunities with this. We're just wasting opportunities. Do you have a Hall of Fame place at the stadium?
Whose Hall of Fame?
I mean, young people are coming up. They have heard Abedi Pele. They have heard. I mean, we saw Abedi Pele start his career to the end. Some people have heard about Abedi Pele. Trust me, there are people who haven't even seen his picture before. Mohamed Polo, Abdul Razak, Infum, who I think is in the US, right? Infum.
Yes.
All these Agrefin, all these people. Where are their pictures? And we don't know that if we create a Hall of Fame or a corridor where all these pictures are mounted, we know, to tell the Ghana football story. We don't know that. And we are just messing everything up, putting people who are not qualified to manage football in the sporting authorities, people who don't know how to implement anything. They just sit there and take per diem. You find them from various ministries to authorities to whatever. All we know is that the thing is called Enterprise Commission. The next is authority. They change it from something to authority, and then but nothing happens.
They give excuses. They did not give excuses, Rob.
For me, we are just blowing away opportunities, and at times it's just too painful.
Yeah.